we've been trying to make a change, bro. I've been talking to these kids, these troubled kids, giving them my life stories. And after the first time I did it a couple months back, I got positive responses from kids like, man, what you've been through make me want to change my life, you know. So that really touched me. And man, Rick been mentoring me for a minute. So I mean, we putting it together to change some lives and do something big, you know.
Well, you know, me and Boots started talking when he was still locked up. I got out before Boots a couple months, maybe a year or so before he did, and um, I never really been a hip hop fan, but I paid attention to it. And while I was in jail, the guys brought him to my attention, who he was, what he was doing, and I saw how strong that he was in the community, how much people loved him. I always knew that he could move these kids. You know, he has a power that these kids are gonna listen to him. Um, and it could either be, you know, powers can be used for either good or evil. You know, it's up to the person with the power in their hand of how they direct it. And even with myself, you know, I have some abilities. You know, some people say that I'm a genius, but I took that geniusness and I used it to sell drugs. And it was only when I was in prison and I started to study other people who had done great things, where I learned that I could do the same thing that they had done had I only gave myself a chance.
You know, you got to start somewhere. And I'm starting with letting them know that if you choose the street life your whole life, I call it like the 7-11 rule. Like if you 17, in 20 years, 7 to 11 of your partners gonna be dead. So first, I'm trying to get them to understand that street life going go lead you to prison or the grave. You know, don't think you're gonna get lucky like me. You know, I had to explain to them. You know, I done lost over 12 friends to homicide. Uncles in prison. I feel it's an uphill battle, but if you listen to my music now, it has changed.
It has.
Like my new album going through some things. Like I don't rap about what I used to rap about, you know, because I'm not doing it. You know, I'm a rapper who rap on what he's doing at the time. I'm not a rapper who go in there and just say I'm gonna make a CD about something that's irrelevant to what my life is. I can't do that as an artist. If I'm rapping about change and making a change, or if I'm rapping about what I'm going through, that's what's gonna be on the CD. I'm not rapping about that young shit anymore. I'm not, you know, I'm up in age, you know, so it's gonna be an uphill battle with what the other guys are rapping about. But you know, if we can save some lives, you know, if I would have met Tupac in 94 or 95 and he would have told me to change, you know, I was crazy about it. I probably would have changed. I probably never would have, you know, so I think about that. Like, you know, like how much influence someone had over me. And if somebody would have talked to me, I probably would have been thinking a different way, but I didn't have that. I had the streets to learn from, you know. Man, I'm coming everywhere. I've already started in Atlanta every Saturday talking to these troubled kids who facing 20 years. And, you know, I'm even in anger management right now. I'm just, yeah, man. And I love anger management. I'm realizing why I used to be so angry. Yeah, my expectations were so high for people. You know, my expectations were so high for people. I'm getting angry for one people to be exactly like me. You know, now I have lesser expectations for people. If I feel like you're really not shit when you hurt me and show me you're not shit, I won't be hurt. So I'm going through anger management, man. Rick got me, man. Man, we finna go, bro.